Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. We're in the middle of pacifying the Dragoon spirits, sending them off to the afterlife. We've done 1 of 4, and now it's time to move on. Used a quick healing breeze just to make sure Mara was in top shape. Now, some of these towers are not going to be occupied, as I mentioned before. 3 of them are not going to have anybody in them. I don't remember which ones they are, so, you know, optimally I would skip those, but since I don't really know which ones they are, I kind of just have to check them all. So that's one that doesn't have anybody in it. I don't know if there's some sort of pattern that's supposed to indicate whose belongs to who, but, you know. The random battles here are actually also a good way to recuperate, since the enemies here are going to be really too weak to do anything worthwhile to you at all. You can use this as a really good opportunity to just sit there and guard for a while, and then, you know, finish off the enemy or use a smoke ball or whatever to get away, so... that's also a good way to make sure that you're in top shape for each battle. So you can probably guess, yeah, which Dragoon spirit this one belonged to. Younger than Meru, even. She was, wait a minute, she was born between a human and a mermaid? So wait, that's a thing that actually happens in this universe? Man, why haven't we met any mermaids? That'd be awesome. So this is Damia, I guess? I don't know why they can't just have normal people names. Like, this is Heather. So yeah, you know, it's really cool, I think, to get to see sort of these whole backstories. A lot of these Dragoons, some of them I don't think we've ever even heard their names, and some of them we only saw in like a brief flashback cutscene or something, you know, so it's cool to actually sort of meet them, so to speak, and, you know, sort of fill out our knowledge of what they were like. So definitely we're going to want to speed down on the Water Lady. If you remember, Water Ladies in the past have been pretty quick, so I will be happy to have that agility. Darts up. I guess we can just do an attack here. So my expectations for the last battle were a little bit subverted. So, but it looks like this one might actually be pretty much right on the money. Very low physical defense, hopefully low HP, so we can get this over with quickly. I don't even know if this will do a bunch of damage if she has like really high magic defense. Yeah, that actually ended up not doing much more than Dart's regular attack is. Haschel should probably be able to beat it. So thankfully we've managed to keep her from really getting any turns here. I'm kind of surprised, actually. Sort of the opposite. She seems to be way slower than the last guy for some reason. Maybe I'm just getting lucky with dice rolls or something. I don't know how that all works. Alright, so this is going well, I think. We've got her halfway dead, and she has not even gotten a turn yet. This is a little bit ridiculous. Gonna get to go now? Alright, finally. She's gonna do an attack on Meru, of course. That's like everyone's favorite thing to do. But see, she's worse than Meru because she doesn't say yippee at the end of her attack, so... And remember that Meru is equipped with the blue Dragoon armor, which means if she decides to use any water magic, which I'd assume she will, assuming we don't kill her first, then Meru will be able to negate all damage from that.
Take back, Omni Sweep.
Alright, here we go. At least she's gonna get to do something. And another thing that I think is interesting is that they had voice lines recorded. Did that just not hit anybody? Because I don't think anybody took... I mean, obviously Meru would have negated it, but neither Dart nor Hashel took any damage from that. So, okay, I guess I just missed. But what I think is interesting is that there are voice lines recorded for all of this stuff. And it's kind of funny because, like, this is totally just a side quest. There's a really large chance, actually, that whoever's playing this game will never hear any of this stuff. And she's done, of course. So they had people go in and record, you know, the grunts for the Dragoon editions, all the spell names and all of that. They have about as much voice acting as the main characters do in that regard. So it's kind of funny that they went in. I wonder if this was like, you know, they had people audition for the parts and then they took like their second pick and made them these Dragoons or something. I wonder if that's how that worked. I'm almost certain that they're not credited anywhere. So if any of you out there happen to be somebody who voiced an alternate Dragoon for Legend of Dragoon, hit me up, man. I want to talk to you. Or lady, of course. Alright, and that is a second Dragoon soul put to rest. Much, much easier than the first. Wow, like by many orders of magnitude. I wasn't expecting to just steamroller that quickly. Alright, 2 down, 2 to go. And making pretty good progress here. Thankfully that one went quick. So we'll have more time to deal with the other ones. And there's going to be one more tower along the way that doesn't have anything in it. So I don't know if it'll be this one or the next one or the next one. It's this one, okay. So every tower from here on out should have something in it. Although that also means there are only 2 more towers, so. I don't even need a random battle to heal myself this time. Cool, we didn't get in one either, so that works for me. So next up, I believe, yeah, this guy. So it looks like we're gonna deal with the Golden Dragoon Spirit. This is Bzac. This guy, Rose said his name in one of the flashbacks. One of those cutscenes. He was the guy who was holding up the pillar as it was crushing him, I think. The Golden Dragoon Spirit. Nope. Look again, man. It's a long story. We explained it to the other 2 people, but Subjugation of Cadessa, man, you're a little behind the times here. For the sake of the children who were killed by Winglies. So I guess that's what's keeping him tied to this world. Understandable, I guess. And he looks like he's completely oblivious. Everybody but me has died. That must be a weird thing to realize. Yeah, and Bzac and Shirley were also kind of had a thing going on. Yeah, you may or may not remember that from that scene earlier. Alright, so another one to put to rest here, and this guy is of course the analog to Kongol, which hopefully, assuming I'm right this time, means that he is incredibly slow, which, as I said before, is like, he's slow and weak to magic again, which is basically the worst thing you could possibly be. So how about we slow you down even more? Let's have that already low agility. I guess the lower the agility they have, the less effective a speed down is, but... Alright, so Hashel's up. Let's go ahead and... this is also a good place if you want to use Dragoon magic, especially if you have Albert around and you want to use stuff like Gas Bliss. You know, this will do a ton of damage to him. His physical defense should be decent, and he will probably have a lot of health. Yeah, 581 against Hashel, like that's no joke, that's some defense. So first things first, gonna throw out the Psych Bomb X. This should just completely massacre this guy. Multiplier of Bzac. That was almost up to 230. That was pretty good. Oh yeah, almost 4,000 damage. And Mary gets to go again. So this is also the time that we are going to put people into Dragoon form. I don't know if I want to go for special, like with Dart, try to have him do those final bursts, because I'm fine with using most of our MP on this fight because I won't really need it for the next one. So I'm sort of debating. I don't really know what would do more damage. Well, let's not think about it too much. Let's special with Dart. We'll just do an attack real quick. I guess I could have used like a magic item or something. That would have been better than this. Is not going to do much at all. The next time Dart's around, because it seems like whenever he gets special and uses final burst, it just does a ton of damage. There's some weird multiplier going on or something.
Meteor strike! Stay up!
It seems like it would be more effective to just let the meteor hit us. Like, you really have to make a show of going up and punching the meteor. Like, if that big thing fell on us, it hurt a lot more than those little chunks would.
Take that, Omni-Sweep!
Alright, so basically, this, yeah, just waiting for Dart to get a turn again. Because he is the slowest one of the group. By quite a lot, actually. Haven't seen that animation in a while. That one's a classic. All the way back on disc 1, we saw that. Alright, so let's get to it. And like I said, we're just going to be using final bursts on this guy. It's, you know, 75% doesn't seem like much, but it really just wrecks things for whatever reason. Because that easily did 2,600 damage. Like, I feel like that's more than Meru would do, even though she has a higher magic attack. I feel like that's more than she would do if she went into special and had that element boost. So I don't know what it is about Final Burst, but for some reason that spell is just really good. So I will be using it. So she's got Freezing Ring. Unfortunately, her 20 MP is Rainbow Breath, and Diamond Dust is a 50% to all versus a 50% to single. So she does have the Blue Sea Dragon, which I hate to just burn all of her MP in one, when that's the equivalent of 2 Freezing Rings for like 4 times the MP. So, you know, just math is telling me I have to go with the lesser option here because it's just so cheap. And we can use that like all 5 turns, you know? I haven't seen this in a while either, so let's check it out. Looks a little weird with like a red flaming background. That's kind of an interesting look going on there, but... Alright, 710. Like, even if that was boosted, You know, and she got like, even if we just say that was 50% more damage, that would be like 1,200, as opposed to the 2,600 that Dart just did. I think something is bugged with Final Burst, like it has to be. Alright, so he's getting some attacks in on Dart, which is the correct target, I guess, because he's the one doing all the damage. I guess we can check out some of Hashel's magic. I don't know if have we seen any of Hashel's magic? I'm sure we have at some point. So all of his attacks looks like they're single targeting, 100%. So it's just a matter of how much MP do you want to spend. I guess I'm just fine doing. Maybe we can just like do one of each or something and show off all of his.
Thunder God attack!
So yeah, that's not bad either. I don't know why Meru does so little damage with hers. I don't think like the fire special gives her less damage on water spells or anything. I don't know, I kind of just want to do an attack and we'll see what this does. I didn't get it. I would have liked to have gotten it perfect so I'd have an accurate scale. We'll just add a little bit to it. See what it would have done. Okay, so it still would have done a little under 400. But I don't know, Thunder God was pretty good, and we've got him like halfway. So if we do this, we'll have 40 left, and that'll let us do 2 more Thunder Kids. So I guess this works. Alright, and another final burst, and you can see we're hurting this guy pretty bad. Like I said, he's slow and weak to magic, so he is just, you know, just set up on a tee for us to, to beat the crap out of here. Alright, add up some more damage. That should actually take him pretty close to done, if not finished already. Alright, it's gonna get one more spell.
Grand Stream! Here!
I don't know, that wasn't quite as impressive as you punching a meteor, buddy. I think you should stick with that attack more. Alright, so let's just attack with Meru. If we can get back to Hashel, we'll see if we can do a Thunder Kid just to show it. I don't know if Meru will finish him or not. That would be kind of funny because she's been sort of useless here so far. Which is weird because you'd think like she's the magic attacker, right? So I don't know what it is. Okay, well, another spell then. Suddenly decided to speed up. How do we get pulled in by quicksand? We're flying. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, the Earth Dragon is kind of cool. It's like a little tank. It's got like guns on it. It's pretty neat looking. All right, so let's just do a Thunder Kid. This will probably finish him, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, yeah, not bad. And down he goes. So also pretty simple. Just that first one, I don't know, it just seemed to be harder than the rest, I guess. This is more along the lines of what I was expecting. I figured we were pretty much strong enough to take care of these guys. We're also getting some really good levels from this, so I really won't complain. It's also another reason why you probably want to do this before you do the other side quest if you're aiming for it. So you can get like pretty much as strong as you need to be. So he said he remembers now. Big long space after the word but for some reason. So not a big speech, but now he remembers. Not as bad as he thought it would be. And the third of four is put to rest. So I don't know if we're going to have time to get the fourth one in, but we're going to do it. We're going to make time. And the Shirley you loved is there too. Yeah, she sure is. So hopefully after all this, she can finally be put to rest too. We thought she had ascended back when we saw her in her Shirley's temple or whatever. Not Shirley's temple. That's Shirley Temple was somebody else. The Shrine of Shirley or whatever it was called. We thought she had disappeared there, but apparently not. So this is back to the first screen, I believe. That tower in the middle is Shirley's, so this should be the final one. I think we're all pretty much healed. I'll just take a look real quick. We didn't take too much damage from that. You know, I'm gonna get in a battle here and we'll just guard a bit, get our health up real quick. Thankfully, it doesn't take long. And we're all healed back up to max. You know, it's kind of a weird system when you want to get into a battle in order to heal for free. It's kind of a strange concept. So this is the final one. And this one, if you felt bad about killing the others, you probably won't feel bad about killing this guy. So this is Kansas. He is apparently the wayward son that returned home. He's finished carrying on. Yeah, so this guy apparently has a bunch of dolls. And I think there are mementos to remind me of the taste of blood dripping from my fist. So he's like the polar opposite of Haschel. There's no reason to be criticized by you. So apparently, like, he fashions a doll every time he as a memento, every time he kills somebody. Like, this guy sucks. You haven't. The reason he's tied to this world is he hasn't killed enough. So I'm pretty okay taking this guy down. So he's probably going to be a little bit more similar to the first one. You know, obviously, the blue Damia was kind of weak, and Bzac, yeah, it was him. I forgot all their names already. And you know, he was slow and weak to magic. So they all kind of had glaring weaknesses. Whereas this guy probably doesn't have as much. Remember, he's going to be like Haschel, so he's pretty quick. He's got pretty decent defense, pretty decent attack, and somewhat survivable as well. He's kind of a good all-around character, so if he mimics those same attributes, then we might be in for a little bit of a fight here, at least a little bit more than the last two, at least. So that's pretty decent damage for Meru. It looks like he's taking a pretty good amount of damage. Like I said, also pretty quick, so there may be a bit of a chance of that coming up. All of his magic should be single targeting, though, so that at least can be a benefit. So I think that's the first dispel, whatever it was called. I guess he said the name, but I couldn't really hear him. So, again, not so bad. So if all of these magics are going to be single targeting, that could sort of be the saving grace here, is the fact that it's not going to be doing a bunch of damage to a bunch of people. Even if he gets a lot of attacks, you know, it's going to be fairly manageable on one person, so. Though it may take a while with all of these cutscenes. More of a problem for me than you, I guess. All that fanfare, and he missed. And we missed. It's just gonna be a long battle of none of us able to hit each other. Look, come on. So I guess this is the annoying part of this fight, huh? So that's really going to be the only thing that deals some damage, and it's probably going to do quite a bit, especially if it's on Meru, but hopefully we can keep her health high enough to survive. Some counters here. That's a tough one. That's another one of those hard ones to get the timing down for. Yeah, this is just going to be one of those that takes a while because neither of us are really doing a lot to each other in one go. And he has a lot of long attacks that he gets quite a few of.
Yes. Go. Go. Blazing dynamo.
So there's the Violet Dragon. Pretty decent damage when you consider that we've got good protection against magic. Next time Mara comes up, I will probably have her guard, just to make sure she doesn't get killed by an addition. There we go. Need to finish as many of those as I can, because that's going to be our best damage by far. I think at this point we've seen all of the magic, so I'm probably going to start cutting all this out. Oh, I said I was going to have Mirror Guard, didn't I? Oh well. She's probably got enough health to survive it. The therapy ring still is helping. Remember how long ago we got that? Like how long ago we got the first therapy ring? Alright, so it may be close to time to throwing out a healing breeze at some point, especially now. Probably wouldn't be a bad time to do it. Again, she should survive. I can't imagine she'd take like 1,300 damage from this. Okay, yeah, it's not that bad. It's bad, but not that bad. I need to attack with Haschel, though. Because, again, he's our biggest damage source, and I can't just give up that attack.
Take that, Omni Sweep.
There we go. Perfect. We'll have Mara do it. And I'm also really glad that these items are percentage based. I really think that just about every healing item in an RPG should be percentage based, right? So you don't end up with potions that like heal 100 HP when you've got thousands of max HP. Just make it 30% or something, you know? So, you know, it's one of those things like we're strong enough that this guy is mildly annoying, but really no threat to actually kill us. It just is really going to draw it out if he keeps getting this many attacks. Alright, well, let's see how much progress we've made. Not even in the yellow yet. Perfect. And we keep missing. Yeah, okay. This is going to start getting a little bit drawn out. A little bit irritating. So as you can probably imagine, we are going to be doing a bit of editing on this fight, because we've seen just about everything that's going to happen. We may switch into Dragoon form sometime. There we go. And get some magic off if that helps. It may not. I really don't know.
Yes, Dynamo!
So at this point, I'm willing to just kind of attack with the people that do a lot of damage and just leave Meru to sort of guard for herself. I don't really mind if she goes down so much because we've got Angel's Prayers and we can always buy more if we really need to. But she should survive this because she's blocking. I think I haven't done the math right off the top of my head. I don't remember how much this did. It was like 900. So yeah, she should be fine. Yep, she's good. Just keep on blocking and that'll do it for you. But I just really want to get this battle done. Ah, and that doesn't help either.
Dynamo!
He keeps thinking he can kill her with that. He would if she wasn't guarding. Ah, I keep missing that one. I'm not sure what's up with that. Getting a little antsy on the button, I guess. That's a little more like it. Alright, so he should be pretty close. Maybe just one or two more attacks. And we should be able to survive whatever he throws out at us in the meantime.
Blazing Dynamo!
This might do it. Nope, still needs a little more. Still just want to guard with Mare. I don't want her to be dead at the end of battle. That would be annoying.
Yes! Go! Go! Blazing Dynamo!
Alright, this should do it, I think. That should be the final hit. And it is. He's very disappointed, mad at himself, I guess. Bangs his head against the ground for some reason. And that will finish the last of the 4 Dragoons. So, it's, I think the more interesting part of these 4 Dragoons are sort of the talky parts, you know, before and after the battle. The battles themselves are kind of like, I don't know, I guess it's kind of novel, you know, fighting against these old Dragoons. But, like, the battles can drag out like this one. And if you're strong enough, you know, it's not like it's really that much of a challenge. Well, you're tempted to say, so maybe he wasn't that bad after all, but the dude was still really excited about killing, so I think we'll just let him go to whatever bright place he wants to go to, and then we'll be done with it. Alright, so that's it. That's all 4. I guess I'll run back out real quick, and I think maybe we can talk to Shirley one last time. I believe she's still around, and then that'll be enough to send her off, and then I'll send us off as well. Alright, Shirley, please. Oh my God. Random battles. No, I don't need you right now. Alright, so let's see what she has to say. Oh, I feel refreshed. Oh, so I guess she doesn't have anything to say? Really? Even if I leave the screen and come back. I don't know why it would, I don't know that it would, like, respawn her or something if I leave the screen and come back, but that's a little disappointing. Huh. So apparently she heals you here. I guess she just doesn't heal you the first time she talks to you. So, well, maybe that's good to know. So, okay, I guess that's it. No fanfares or anything, but we've taken care of the 4 Dragoons, and I suppose Shirley has gone on to be wherever she needs to be. So, that's one of our side quests down. Next time we'll head to the other area and take care of the other thing. And then there's nothing holding us back from the story. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.